Our next rider in the arena, Adrienne Lyle for America. She's riding Wizard, an Oldenburger stallion. He's now 11 years old, sired by Veltmeyer, in the special qualifier for the Megals Championship later in the year. This morning, Sunday morning, local time, about 9:30, we're in Hagen, Germany at Horses and Dreams. And it's the last day of competition. A fabulous sunny day, as it is, I think, pretty much every year from memory here in Hagen. It starts off very cold and everybody's saying, oh, why on earth do we have an outside competition now? This is the first outside competition, or big international outside competition of the season in Germany. And then by Sunday, the sun is shining, it's warmed up, and everybody starts to enjoy their horse sport. It's a fabulous start to the competition season, and that's why so many big names come to this competition as well. We saw yesterday our first Meeting Cup qualifier, and the Meeting Cup series is becoming a pretty spectacular event. The quality of young Grand Prix horse it's now attracting is quite something. I said yesterday, I think it's been going a few years now, and riders, Grand Prix riders, have had a few years to think, oh, I've got a really good 5 or 6 year old. I will promote them for the Meeting Cup series, and they've been very careful with how they've promoted the horse and built the horse up towards Grand Prix or Young Horse Grand Prix, and we're seeing the results now in the Meeting Cup series. That's why the series is becoming so celebrated by judges, riders, and of course the dressage audience. It's truly promoting good Grand Prix and giving these young horses a platform from which to launch themselves. But here we are, as I said in the special, this a qualifier for the Megals Championship. There's Debbie McDonald. She, of course, a very well-known American rider. Happy to be on camera. Debbie representing America many times internationally, including at the Olympic Games on her mare Brentina. Obviously supporting this American rider here. Adrienne Lyle. Just dragging the haunches there, stepping out of the piaffe. This is a stallion. Into massage. Nearly got a little heavy on the forehand going into that piaffe. Nearly, but nicely controlled into a light piaffe, back out into massage. Just going back a little with the nose in the suspended work, and therefore to get the forwards transition had to throw his nose forward a little. He's hopping his hind legs around in that canter a bit and went into the half pass to the right. Very straight rather than very through. Again, a stallion, it's sometimes difficult to get a stallion very through. But the half pass should, of course, show bend through the body, ideally. Landing a little heavily on his foreleg in his canter, and just the energy not quite translating from behind to the front, but obedient twos. 13, 14, 15 ones are also very obedient and quite positive. He's got a little more energetic in his canter too after his one-time changes, which is a good build-up to a good extension, covering nice ground, just getting a little stiff in his neck and pushing into his nose for the change, getting a little flat. Double jumping there, or one stride in the pirouette. Of course, also indicative of him not really transferring his weight onto his haunches and carrying himself around the pirouette on his haunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Much better to the right. He used more strides, I think perhaps one too many, but nonetheless that helped him to balance and really bring it around. Rhythmic, expressive extension. Final center line. Massage Piaffe transition, very nicely done. And again, that Piaffe so lightly controlled. Nice to watch. Back out into Passage. Some very nice moments.
Adrienne, Lyle, Wizards. Diese Prüfung, meine Damen und Herren, wird ohne den Richter bei H gerichtet, also mit 4 Richtern. Wir haben ein Gesamtergebnis bei Rostock und Kajo von 65,625%. The total score for Rostock is 65.625%. We miss the judge at age, so this class is
We cross over now for a quick interview, I believe, with Julia.
Und hier die vorläufige Wertung für Adrienne, Lyle und Wizards. Richter bei E 65,417%, bei C 72,083%, bei M 71,250%, bei B 70,625%, total 69,844%. We have a total percentage of 69.844%.
From America on Wizard, 69.844%, and we saw Debbie McDonald clapping her leg and patting the horse, obviously pleased with the pair here this morning in Hagen.